Oh, that was cool. Everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are officially starting the discography portion of LOONA's overall marathon. I'm very excited for it for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I am so much more in the know, understanding not just the lore of LOONA but also kind of their entire timeline of lived life as a group, so it really helps me understand from a way more empathetic lens as to how to approach these analysis, so I can be very mindful and very effective in kind of some of the feedback that I'll be able to give, knowing what I know now. So I thank you, Orbits, for giving me the right material to look at before even beginning. So we're going to start right here at the very top, pre-debuts. This is ViViD, and I do believe it is HeeJin's solo debut. She was the first reveal of the LOONA group, and each month was a different member, and then of course they had little units, so we get to explore all of that, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, we have based on the Google Drive, because that's what I'm going off of, because we're not going off of Blockberry Creative, there is a music video, an acoustic mix, and a dance practice. So we're going to look at all three of those things. If I do miss material, if you guys could so graciously fill me in on it, and I'll make sure that I can try to cover it as much as I can this month. So without further ado, let's get into it. Cute. So I believe her animal is a bunny. Cute! This is so fun. Yes. Oh, I love that. Such a vibe. I love her fit too. Makes me intrigued on what the acoustic sounds like. Oh, that was cool. This was very, very fun. Gosh, so cute. And then it would fix into LOONA. That's cute. I love that little concept. Oh, those are cute. And they filmed this in Paris because it's all over the world. Pretty. Ooh, that was a fun moment. She's frozen in time. That's cool.
1, 2, 3. Highlight. Oh my God, yes. Say oh my God, too. 이대로 가득 너만은 색깔로 똑같은 색. Say 너 다른 색. 또 약간 안달이 나 미치게 두근대도 많은 색깔로 채워줘 발전 넣죠.
Pretty. Like the acoustic sounds really dope, like a completely different song, but it's such on the same brand. Like there's like the other one that's very like mischievous, and this one's just more of, it's like the ballad version of that, which I think is very well done overall. Ready. LOONA. Oh, cute. I love the angle for that. Ah, a bunny into a dove. That is amazing choreography wordplay there. Oh, such a fan. This is why knowing vocabulary in Korean can help in these cases. Love it. Nice. such an earworm. I really like this one. Oh, she got the Adidas with the Velcros. I love those shoes. They're not good on arch support, but I used to wear those too. Good taste, I'm telling ya. Twinkle, yes. Oh my god, I wish I could pull off leggings like they can. Oh, I love that little peekaboo at the tail end. Okay, let's talk about it. I think my favorite thing is going from here to here. Ah, such a fun wordplay moment. Okay, from the top, HeeJin, nice to see you. And what's really cool too, side note, it's gonna, all of them having these solo projects like this in the beginning, it's gonna make it so much easier on me to know everybody. They're giving me the cheat sheet already. I love it. Okay, right here. I love how we set it up. Nice column. I like how she presents with her hip and her leg. And I love how we use the hip and we're making it create a really nice transition. So with some of them, they're stepping more forward, traveling it out more to their respective stage left. And then whenever they step back, of course, that's where the travel takes place. So we do train dancers sometimes like this, where depending on the direction you want to go, if you're, let's say with my dance right here, you'll notice it where she needs to travel over to stage right. So she needs to step in place, still recognize the step exists, but actually move and travel with her other foot. So part of it is like finagling the spacing to where it works really well, but then also making it to where it still keeps the lines that you want. So that's like my little note there. And of course with HeeJin, she gets to stay mighty fine as is, which is nice. Which is nice, a little ah with the shoulder. Come on now, and we go and we present. I love that nice stoic posture at the tail end. We walk, nice little jazz hand on the tail end. There's a do-do-do. Really love the shoulders to help promote that sound, the percussion, which is nice. We go and we present the hands up. We love it. And then the ladies go da-da-da-da. So I love the framing of the face to create really nice angles. Good job on the dancers for doing their part to at least make sure that they're engaging from the right part of their back if they're going to showcase a certain angle. So that looks really nice. And I appreciate where if we're going to have a bevel, we have it, or if we're going to have an inversion, we're also going to showcase that too. So I really like seeing both. Looks nice. And then with HeeJin, I love this. And I like the little accent there hanging out with the chest. Then I like how she rests right there onto the back of our dancer, which is nice. And then she runs to the back to complement the other one, which is really fun. And we go and set up forehead, forehead. And then we present forward. Yes. And then we have this nice little moment with the hand. Come on now. We branch it over to the side, and I love this great shoulder flexibility for the fact that the ladies can do that with a huge accent with the head and not having it crunch forward. That looks really nice. And then we go high. This right there, that's about a bunny. And then into a dove. Oh my god, probably favorite moment so far in a solo work. It's just that right there. I love wordplay like that. Right there into a very nice V. We've already kind of seen the V already, but you know, I'm at the end of the day, like for me, I'm kind of gonna always for the LOONA marathon, I'm gonna look at it from the lens of probably until I see them in their units and with different companies, it's gonna be really hard for me to like be constructive. Does that make sense? Because I feel like that's not what I need to do with these. I feel like if anything, we get to like, we recognize, yes, they have a V. Could it be cleaner? Yeah, but I think it's just, let's celebrate what makes this work really well. And I think I kind of feel that way with Astro too. For, of course, I would hope that you guys are able to assume as to why with them. Where there's a way to be, like, I can probably be constructive, but it's kind of a fine line that I'm going to be on with this group specifically because they're all going to be active separately. I will feel more comfortable when I know that they're in a safer environment. I think I'll put it that way. Yeah, I think that's my drift. So I hope you guys are understanding if, like, let's say I come across a smidgen more gracious to certain groups over others. Remember, I'm a holistic educator at the end of the day. Yes, I can be a really good analyst, but also I'm a human too, and I want to make sure that we're looking at what things are cool objectively, you know. But I'm never blame the artist really ever. Whenever I do say something constructive, I always blame either the company or I blame the choreographers. But even then, I kind of feel like even with choreographers, if your creative director had to leave because of their lack of what's the word, they're not able to do what they wanted to do with the group, I kind of feel that the choreographers were probably extended that same suppression. So I think that's also another reason as to why it's going to be hard for me to make suggestions and things, because part of me in my head is like, it wouldn't matter because I feel like the choreographers wouldn't really have as much of a say as they'd want. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope once again, like, you guys are gracious to me as I kind of navigate that with LOONA. But it's still really cool. They're gonna have really great choreo. I already know that. I've already seen great choreo, so I'm very much looking forward to these. But I hope that makes sense. If you have seen me do analysis with other groups, that's why this may feel different. Okay, so I like the presentation out. The little dip there is nice. Going and using with the head, and then I like going backwards. Backwards travel is a fun note added there. She has a rainbow. I like that nice little arch of the hand. Really fun to see there. Brings it to the front. I like she presents it, ta ta ta, and then you have two of your dancers snake out, and then they walk forward. I like the posing, and then you have two more dancers go from the back versus side. They go back, which looks very nice as well. They go back in, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. We drop it low. Good arch happening from our dancers more in the front, which is nice. She branches across. Really good stage presence. It's quirky. It's fun from HeeJin. It looks nice. And then you have them. Their choreography is herring, which is nice. Be okay. This is the okay sign. I love that. What? And also the okay also kind of looks like the letter B, doesn't it? I think it's really fun. So they pick up the arms really nice, and they go and they rotate the arms through. Super fun with that. They end up doubling it, which I think is super cute. Look. Oh my god, yes. It's cute. We go a little heel toe and the tail end on that. And then we're rotating our arms to the inside, which is nice. We branch it across. And then we go, and like this part right here, we have this arch at the back from our dancers. It's important that they have it in order for her visual that she's coming across in her wrist to make sense. So I really like that choice. Super fun. And then it goes right here. I like the spacing where they're not touching, and then they end up touching at the end. So that's really good spacing that we're going to commend them for. Looks super nice. And they're dragging. Honestly, I feel like it's more accented there versus like a true trace, which I don't mind. I think it's fun. We have this little almost moment, and then we go and we snake it up in reverse, which we really like. She goes highlight, which is cute. And then they all go to the inside. Really great way to frame her. I like the hop, hop, hop with the shoulders. Super cute. And then they go to the back. She goes in, and it goes high with the shoulders, high shoulders, and shoulders, boom, and switch, switch. So that was nice, a really good way to kind of deviate from the path that was set, which was cool. And then we go, we drag it through. I like the little heel right there to showcase that with the hip. And then we have a little trace going across, and you have your dancers go and face the back. Makes a little star, super cute. The dancers fold down, going into a little add-on. Now what I find interesting is where we're supposed to go. No, we weren't. My question was answered. So with HeeJin, she decided to go with one of the dancers, but it kind of looked like the other dancer was a little bit off. But knowing here, where HeeJin, she's still in center, and your dancers ended up mirroring and having a transition with the furthest back dancers, that makes sense why the choice happened the way that it did. So I didn't mind that at all. That's cute. It makes sense. I love it whenever there's like a question and then it immediately gets answered. Then I'm like, that makes sense. Because I'm analyzing it, I do know in real time that kind of stuff is really not going to catch people off guard or make people go, I wonder why they made that choice. Because it's like 1 second out of, 3.5 minutes. So it's kind of one of those things is I have it paused circumstantially. We get to notice it, which is my point, which is what I love to look at. But that kind of stuff, not a huge deal. Looks nice. And there they go, they trace with both hands down, really nice bend of the knee as they go, they travel it up, nice little hands up, little hip, which is cute, and a little heel toe with the rotation, which we love, super fun. And then little shoulder shrugs, which is also fun, and then the nice little walk happening with two of our dancers to create a nice diagonal, which we're here for. And then nice little pose moment, boom, doom, 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 fun little percussion syncopation at the tail end. Then you have your dancers, boom, doom, 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 which was fun. I like that too, so it was very nice. It kind of feels like we're transitioning to our next verse, which is exactly what the case was, and having each dancer have their little moment I find to be very fun. They cross over, like the turn, we go and we fold it over, which we're here for. We present out, And then what I can do, ooh, really nice. Her falsetto is really nice. Definitely feels whimsical. So I could hear it in a musical or in like a movie musical. I've heard that kind of tone before. So it's very fun and flattering. And they go, I like how the dancers add on. So they frame her and then they create a nice moment of unison with her. They present over, dun, 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 dun. We switch up the hands and that turned into a subtle hat ISO, didn't it? So I thought that was fun. Having your two dancers do a nice little dip. Once again, repackaging the information we were already given. The walks on tempo. Walking back is also really nice. Shoulder rolls is fun. They go and they turn and rotate around. Diving down, just like what we've kind of already seen. So if I were to give any notes for this, which once again, we have no idea who has control over what, and we know that going in, is when it comes to that little arch down, we are introduced to that quite often. So I think finding different ways to kind of showcase that arch would really, would frame HeeJin in a just a fun, whimsical way. Just like the track has that kind of, just that creative element of location and costuming and environment. This choreo showed up very well on film. Just holding it on its own, you do want to have some of those things infiltrating or embellishing on the choreo as a fixed cam that allows some of those isms that you experience with the music video you're able to feel here, which you can for the most part, but that would be like an in general note of just this this little dip with the snake of the head that would finding different pathways with that or different variants could really help enhance it and continue to frame HeeJin. I love that. Now that was a great example of what I just said. You know, like the arch was one thing, but here everybody taking the twinkling and they've seen this and then having it different levels with two of them in the back matching what she's doing and then two arching to the outside. So I really like the framing choice on that. And it allows there, even though they're all the same like level in terms of like not height, but level where we don't have anybody crouching or lunging, having arms go up definitely helps introduce a new level without having anybody squat, which is cool. The walks on tempo, I'm telling you, they go a long way. You can see it here, the twinkling in, just as what you've seen before. They turn to reset rainbow, and instead of just her doing it, everyone's doing it, so we love that choice. Then they trace it across, and they fling the hair to the side, and we walk once again on tempo. I'm here for it. Nice little hips with a tap, 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 which I find really fun, and we branch and extend it away, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Branching over, I love this choice. Be okay. Hi. Really nice, and they do the same thing, but now we're in a V versus in where we were in before. Yeah, so it's same choreo, nothing crazy outside of it. I like that she does that there by herself, which was a really fun moment. And then we arch it through just like what we've already showcased. Potentially we had dancers in a subtly different formation, but nothing too different. Yeah, so she goes high, mid, low, and then they all run around. Notice where their hands are. The back of the hand is right there placed by the hips, which is super fun. And then jazz hands, super fun. Oh my goodness, highlight, ooh, come on. Little shrugs are fun. Da na 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 na. Bleed and bleed. I love me a good trace on the floor. Now some of them did choose to present her palm, and then I really do like the stylized hand. Yes, ma'am, to that. Gorgeous. And then I like how HeeJin gets to just travel in the back, still see her very well, but have a nice environment set up in front of her in the foreground. And then right there, she gets to have her moment still, and we travel it all to the other side. And I like where the eyes of the dancers were looking. I definitely appreciated that because it allowed me to focus on those hands too. The power of where you're looking goes very, it's much more influential than you think, just like what your hands do, right? So I love that. I love talking about those things. She goes, it's like she's waking up. We love that. They rotate. So it has this little tease about it, but not in the, like a French tease, I think is the best way. And it's so fitting because she was in Paris, and I think the track itself gives that French swing prohibition vibes, right? Not which is why I think it worked in Paris. Like I think it was so good. Just the overall direction of that was a really great choice, honestly. So they go, and I love the trace down, which I really love. They go and they port-a-bras it back, which is fun. We're gonna learn about that term port-a-bras whenever we watch Stage Fighter, because that is all gonna be all up in the ballet side. Oh, the branch down, beautiful. We come up. Yep, that 1, 2, we go present. Of course, we're going to twinkle that hand in. Highlight. I love this right here. I love the fact that we went rotational with it and we used it as a travel versus staying stationary. It allows us to still use the same choreography, which is going to help HeeJin in the long run for vocal stability and familiarity of movement. Totally fine, especially when you reintroduce it like this. I like how we're having the dancers travel around and she gets to stay where she is. So that's really fun. And it's on the dancers to maintain the spacing. And then they all join in right there on the heel toe with the flick of the wrist. They roll it in, and we present over, and now, and so instead of doing all 4, she goes 3, and then we go into the straight line again, just like we do in course 1. And I like, the spacing is really nice. It's always impressive and always something to appreciate. We go down, resting the head right there on the lower back, and then we go, they hit it, little reverse snake, little body roll. She does haha, little rainbow moment there. Little shrugs are fun. And then you have the dancers framing to the outside. La la la. Just like what we've already seen, they go all the way down. She stays up, of course, because she's singing. Hip accent, which is nice, trace across, and then she goes da-dee-dee-dee, which is nice. Could that be tailored to LOONA in some way? Possibly. Rotating through, love that, jazz hands. La la la. Same stuff again. Da 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 da. Add on, going to the inside. And then I love this moment where all the dancers are peeking out at the tail end. I can't really see that last one, but that's okay. But this was such a really fun little introduction to HeeJin and her vibe, and being able to hear 2 versions of the same track, giving off similar vibes but still very different in sound, and then having a dance practice to boot that feels complimentary is really nice, and I think it's a great start to my LOONA journey, honestly. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more LOONA or any units affiliated, I will have that on Patreon if you don't see it on YouTube. I am doing a huge marathon that involves LOONA and all of their active solo units, things from all the other agencies, and I'm trying to do my best to be a really good steward of the material that I've been gifted with. I want to make sure that I find as much of the material as possible without having to use any certain particular channels and give them any money, because we're not doing that. I'm always so encouraged knowing that I will have orbits along the journey with me. They were a part of the journey even before we were entertaining a LOONA marathon, so that just is very encouraging for me, knowing that I'm gonna have like a couple of the fandom involved in making sure that I cover all of the bases. And I think that's just, I don't know, it makes me feel like we get to appreciate and celebrate the group on our terms, you know, and I'm always such an advocate for that, and I'm definitely a fan of the communication side of the fact that I was given that information. So I thank you guys for that. Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.